a lot more content at scale for cheap. I was just talking with some folks earlier. Traditional methods, $20, $30, $50,000 for enterprise grade quality. Being able to do that for $20 and being able to crank it out on the daily, hourly, weekly basis, whatever you think. That's kind of really what stood out to me. Feel free, again, all of our QR codes, all of our LinkedIn's are up here. Feel free to connect with us. You should already have a connection request from me waiting for you in your inbox. But all that being said, it was Pete, right?
I'm Peter. Yeah.
Peter. Yeah. If you want to go ahead and kick us off.
Yeah, sure. I'm a retired researcher of many flavors, and recently last few years I've enjoyed AI, and I use it mainly for creativity, for things that I've intrinsically am very bad at, like writing music and doing artwork. And in particular, I can plug for this guy that I was really looking for something where I could lip sync animal faces to singing songs and doing things and bring faces. It hit the spot.
Perfect. Thank you. Yeah, this is one of our power users here. Glad we were able to connect. And then
How are you guys? Thanks for. It's nice to be with you guys here. I founded a mobile operator company 12 years ago and recently stepped down from the management, and I'd like to build an AI company, and especially in content generation segment. So curious to be here. Thank you.
perfect.
Hey guys, I'm Vinay Tikonda, founder, first-time founder, and I'm actually researching Gen AI marketing tools for my target audience, reaching target audience, spreading my message with. So trying out different stuff, landed here, trying to learn from you guys.
Perfect. Glad to have you. Thanks for coming by. Sorry, it was Yin.
Yanjun. Yeah, hi everyone. I'm Yanjun. I'm from Shanghai. Yeah, I just traveled here for 1 month. Yeah, travel in US. I just quit my job and gave myself one or 2 months holidays. Yes, my former job is a director of an NGO. We do the international education about the city. So we focus the technology, the design, and everything about how to make the city better. Yeah, and we also apply the AI during our working process, like the promotion, like the video generation, and the knowledge, the promotion. Yeah, and I'm very interested about this topic, so I came here.
Thank you for spending your holiday with us. Hopefully you find some time to hit the beach.
Congratulations on getting the visa.
That's the tough one. Yeah, we got some of that conversations in the office as well. Let's move over. Sorry.
My name is Anastasia. I also recently moved back from Vienna, Austria. And today I just received my green card.
Welcome to America.
Glad to have you.
So I have a background in journalism, and currently I'm doing marketing for a company which does AI influencers. So this is content about AI influencers. And yeah, I'm exploring new tools, trying to learn everything and make it applicable for our project.
Perfect. Thank you. Glad to have you here. And then up front here.
Yeah, hey guys, my name is Ryan. I work at Sandbox VR. You might have gone there for some awesome time with your friends. I do content marketing with specifically Gen AI. Just complete focuses on that and exploring like different media, different techniques to bring 3D scenes to life without 3D animating. Which saves thousands of hours and other cool stuff like that. So I'm here to learn about some of the lightning talks and possibly use some of the products.
Appreciate it. Yeah, and I know through doing some stuff with like 3D stuff, but that's a whole nother minefield. Yeah. And then one more up front.
Hey, Tom. Been a PM for some time. Most recently doing some like consumer agentic stuff. But I've been always interested in sort of like video generation and as a hobbyist, and also exploring it in terms of like how it can give, I guess, SMB marketing. So I've been looking to agentic opportunities through marketing.
Perfect. And then lastly, Cesar, yeah.
Hi, welcome. I'm Cesar Plata. I'm founder of a startup called everycircle.com. We're going to relaunch it very, very soon, God willing. And we're building an online one-stop platform, a marketing platform for the small business marketplace. That's pretty much everybody here.
Yeah.
We're 99.9% of the market, and yet we still do business on a handshake. So we're developing some technology. If you approach me afterwards, sorry, I had to respond to some emails, text messages, but I used to organize humongous network events for many years throughout the Bay Area, from 200 to 800 plus people every month. So approach me and I'll give you some tips, some advanced networking tips, how to work a room and how to. It's marketing. You know, you can have be the best at what you do, but at the end of the day, it's all about that first impression, and that's something that I teach. Thank you.
Yeah, and Cesar's a good friend, helped us out a lot. So
Yeah.
Thank you for joining
So
us.
please do talk to Caesar. He's a good connect to know, especially in the Bay Area.
He knows his stuff too.
Yeah.
And then also we don't have Derek in the office today. He's taking a nice little Thanksgiving holiday, but we do have Johnny Chen. He's our director of sales coming in from China. So thank you for joining us, Johnny. Appreciate it. Last but not least, also wanted to introduce our colleague over here from Prodia, Adam. Sorry, I don't have the full details over here, but if you'd like to connect with Adam, please feel free to. Again, this is what these events are all about, and obviously want to let you guys leave with some tools. Sounds like we got a lot of founders here as well, a lot of good ideas. So happy to chat with you guys about whether it's little technical difficulty. whether it's our technology or other technology, Prodia, or the other ones on the market that I'm sure you're all aware of. More than happy to help you navigate the space, let you know what we're seeing in the space, and really just be that resource for you. Again, we are in the startup phase, so really we focus primarily on being those consultants for you, helping you get your head around what's going on in the space, how to use not only our technology, but other Gen AI technology out there, where maybe the Googles and the Geminis might not give you the support. We're happy to give you guys the support. So really quick, just heads up, if you guys do want the Wi-Fi, we do have free Wi-Fi in this room. Feel free to log on. If you do want to use our technology towards the end of the session, we'll give you the tools for that. Log on to the Wi-Fi, and you guys can start creating, and we'll help you put that all together. We do just really quickly want to give just a state of the AI landscape, just general overview, and then we'll dive right into the demos. We'll try and make it as quick as possible, leave as many time for questions, workshop demos, networking as possible, however you guys want to use this time. But really the focus is just let's get everybody in the room, let's get everybody talking about new and creative things. Really quickly, before we dive into this, has anybody heard anything either at this event or any other events that you've been to, like novel ways of using AI? It doesn't have to just be video image generation. It could be code, anything like that. Just want to ask, just want to make sure, see if anybody's heard of anything cool that they want to share. And then
the event we went to last 2 days ago, the music. People are using AI now, where they're using they're doing, recording half of a video, and then they're using Suno, and then finishing the rest of the video to generate I want my guy to be singing in Miami, so now I don't got to fly him to Miami. So it's like a facilitator. So I saw that's a new thing I haven't seen. We go to a lot of events. So I was like, that's pretty cool.
What was the tool?
What was the tool?
So
high something. I can share that.
We'll share with you, but they're doing some it's like they're saving money on having to fly to these different places where they're just generating content,
Right.
And then utilizing actual footage and implementing it to whatever the platform they're using. But I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
One question. Is there any AI out there that anybody creating AI that will verify if something's real or AI?
Yeah. I was just talking with somebody actually the other day.
No, I mean, use AI to determine if something that I'm watching or whatever is AI or real.
AI judge. It's like a judge if it is generated by AI or not.
Yeah, I got it.
Because right now we have to guess.
A dream pick we have.
On Dreamface, yeah.
Dreamface.
Yeah. So there's actually a company I was talking to earlier this week. They're in the finance space, but they use AI to verify documents that are submitted for identity verification. So making sure that's not tampered with, whether it's with Photoshop or AI or anything like that. So that's something that they're doing. We do have a tool for AI image recognition, so it'll give you within a 1 to 100 score of whether this is AI generated or not AI generated. So yeah, there's some tools out there. For sure.
I went to an AI summit at the Santa Clara Convention this past weekend, and one of the booths they had an AI that does some verification. So they take your picture, but I guess you can't put a picture. You have to be a real person, and it measures it, and it tells you whether it's real or not.
Exactly, yeah, and they check for like alterations around the mouth and things like that. Yeah, I actually just read something on Reddit earlier today where somebody was interviewing an AI chatbot for like 30 minutes before they realized it was AI. Yeah, so yeah.
Gemini 3 came out yesterday.
Yes, it did.
Yeah, a lot of hype.
You can drop a wireframe or a website sample, and it'll generate the code for you.
Okay.
That matches the UI, which I already have a demo of it now.
Oh, what's it called?
Gemini.
Gemini 3.
It's Google's
Gemini
3.
Yeah.
Now it's 3.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, I know Gemini just launched something this week. I think didn't ChatGPT just launch their 5, which is 5.1. Yeah, and I think they added some computer vision stuff, and it's so as we all know here, things are changing every single day. I talk to people and they say, "Hey, have you used this? Have you used this?" If I signed up for every AI platform and actually tested it, I would be broke, and I wouldn't have any time. So that's why I like to start off these things. It's just, hey, what are you guys seeing? Maybe it's something I haven't heard of. But like I was saying, we do like to start off these conversations just about, hey, what's the latest and greatest? What are we seeing in the market? You'll see down here, artificial analysis. Are you guys familiar with this website? If you guys are exploring the AI space, this is a great resource. This is a resource I use every single day. It's a resource our team uses. We do have a team that actually tests out all this stuff. But if you want to see what the latest and greatest is for AI models on the marketplace right now, this is a third-party comparison website. They compare all the latest, greatest models and benchmark it against token usage, speed, cost, all the stuff that developers care about. So obviously, the reason why I broke it down this way is if you are a founder, I'm sure a lot of you already know this, but you want to make sure that you're using the right model for the results that you're looking for. If you're looking to create marketing content or video content or anything like that, you want to look at our image and video models. If you're looking to create like scripts or just create just straight text, everybody loves ChatGPT. ChatGPT 5.1 just launched. These are some great text models. Obviously, our friends over here at Prodia, got to give a shout out to them for their image latency. We'll go ahead and see a demo of what that looks like, or their image inference, of what that looks like. And then under video, our Dream Video version 1, obviously going to shout that out as well. I'm not super familiar with coding, but yeah, Gemini 3 obviously hasn't gotten onto the leaderboard yet, but keep an eye on that. And then, ChatGPT 5 for vision is those are really the biggest updates that I've seen in the last, since we last ran this workshop. And then TTS 1, that's ChatGPT as well. Some of these other speech models as well. So again, just be aware, and these things change all the time. So,
I'm curious, can AI, let's say, look at your AI, copy it, and improve upon it? Because I know there's obviously a lot of code, millions of lines of code, but AI is getting so crazy that maybe AI could copy AI and improve. Are we getting there?
If you gave it access to it, if you gave it access to the code, then I'm sure it could do that. I don't know a single AI company that would give another model access to their
But
code.
just looking at it, I mean, from visuals and stuff like that, I don't know.
Yeah. So I mean, technically, it could do that, and that's what you're seeing with some of the runaway like AI models that you hear in the news, where hey, ChatGPT tried to copy itself before the most recent update, or tries to improve upon its things. But really, the way that AI is designed, it's kind of a black box, so you can't really get in there and mess around with it. Unless somebody was just being very reckless, kind of thing. So
I'll add some points.
I was going to say, yeah, please.
So actually, if you want to copy an AI, to be honest, technically it's not that possible, because even though you are using open source AI model to deploy it on your own server and then fine tune it with your own database, the final produced AI model will be different with any other trained ones, fine-tuned ones, even with the same data collection. So it's all about just to give an example. It's more like a twin. They were given birth by the same parents, even though they were grew up in the same
household,
the same vibe of the family, the same situation, even if they get the same education, but their personalities are different.
That's great. I love the comparison between AI and a child too. That's always always makes sense to me. But yeah, so again, artificial analysis. If you guys are looking to generate any or make any products using AI tools, this is a tool I recommend just to keep up to date on what the latest and greatest is. But also think about hey, how much content are people going to be generating using my platform? How quickly do they need the content? And does it need to be the best content, or does it need to be the lowest price content out there? So these are just some things to consider, as well as building your own open, like Jonathan or like Johnny was saying, taking open source code and just building your own. Some people prefer it that way as well.
So I'm just looking at artificial analysis, having not ever heard of it before.
Perfect.
It seems, at least the page I'm being brought to, is talking about a large language model, things that are writing speech, or I'm wondering if there's a similar, whether they have, or otherwise there's a similar tool for generating video, generating music, but
this is what you're looking at.
Yes,
so
exactly
we could just
that's what
talk.
I'm looking at, but I'm looking at the list of the things down there, and there are things like there. It seems to be exclusively things like ChatGPT, Google, things that are chatbots.
Exactly.
And my question is whether there's an analogous kind of a site for things that are generating videos, or things that are generating, comparing Suno and the other user generation programs and things like that.
Yeah, so if you guys are interested, we can talk through this. I can just show you guys this really quickly.
But I'm getting the answer.
Exactly. Where I spend a lot of my time is just under the leaderboard section right here, and it'll break down. So models is just the general model. It also does APIs. If you're interested in text to image, image to video, text to video, here are the leaderboards here. So you see, Kling, all this stuff right here. Just a quick little shout out. Text to image. Let's see if we can find them. Where are you guys at?
Flex.
Yeah, let me see.
And most of the B2C apps nowadays, what they do is they give you the option to pick and choose whatever LLM you want. So if you go to Atlas, they'll have an option for VO, Sora, Sora Pro. So you can actually generate and compare, which is good for you.
And exactly that, what we call AI aggregators. So they just aggregate, pull all these things together. Quite frankly, that's where a lot of our business comes from, is people saying, hey, we built an AI application. We want to use, we want to give people the option, whether it's lower cost, faster speed, higher quality. Again, companies that you've heard of like Runway and Sora, they're the best for quality, but that comes with a premium, and it takes a long time to generate. So if you're generating a lot of disposable content, might be worth going with something that's a little bit less expensive, but gets the job done for what people are looking for. So again, these are the things you want to weigh. And then as far as artificial analysis, you can get lost in a wormhole here. You can spend all day looking at that. So yeah, feel free. It's just a free tool. Cool. With all that being said, I'm going to go ahead and hand it over to the good folks over at Prodia, and they can just talk you through a quick little demo of what they're doing on the image to video side of things.
Yeah.
There you go.
You got it. Thank you. Thanks, everybody. So glad to be here.
Do you have any sound that's
Let
gonna
me
output?
do this part.
I'll do the entire screen.
Entire screen.
If the sound doesn't play off.
Is it, can you guys hear me okay? So far, so good. Okay. Yeah. So my name's Adam. I run go-to-market here at Prodia. So they've said a little bit about what we do, but we are the fastest generative inference in the world. So you could think of text to image models, generating a nice life cycle image right from a text prompt to image edits. So instruct to edit models where you could take an image that's already there with a simple text prompt, be able to make changes to it. And then also like things like background removal, other tools that our customers use. So we're a generative API platform. We're built for developers. So we're not a consumer-facing product. We're really used in the hands of developers to power great experiences for their end customers. Our idea is around performance without compromise. So we see that's probably one of the biggest challenges within this space is developing a really fast, performant solution while still being able to render like really high quality images. So we have the world's fastest generative API for images. On artificial analysis, I can show here. So boom, boom. So looking here, this is the a prompt from the, this is a from the artificial analysis website looking at our Flux offering. So we're over here, 0.3 seconds to generate an image. So it's one of our faster models, a little bit higher quality model. We're also, of course, the fastest in the world for that. Let's see here.
Is that for text to image?
Text to image. Mm-hmm. Yep.
I have a simple-minded question.
Yeah.
Could you give an example of an application where it makes a difference whether you generate the image in 0.3 of a second or 0.6 of a second?
Yeah. So in that case, the speed is really important for conversions. And if you think of like an e-commerce website or any type of platform where customers inputting a prompt, inputting an image, they want to see something resolve like as quickly as possible. Otherwise, they're gonna bounce. They're gonna just leave, right? So for our customers, that performance at the bottom line is comes out in terms of money. We also know that speed is also relevant for finding the money as well in terms of compute time. So because we're able to handle the data as quickly as possible, process it quickly, and then return that as really as fast as it takes for a website to load, that also means that our rendering can be cheaper as well. So we have the first fastest API. It's independently by artificial analysis. As I mentioned, we've served over 1 billion images just this year. And for our faster response generations, we're 300 milliseconds. We also have the fastest background removal, which I'll show as well. It's about 10 milliseconds for background removal, and about for instruct to edit, it's about 1.7 seconds. So we're super proud of what we've been able to accomplish. Yeah. Hey,
So I know you're text to image, but can you do image to image where you submit an image, let's say my logo, and convert it into a 3D image? Can you do that?
For 3D stuff, not quite yet. That's definitely on our roadmap. But if you wanted to make a video from that image, definitely. We're doing some really cool instruct edits, like removing the background, changing the background, doing those types of things. Absolutely. Yeah. So our customers can do like lifestyle photos. I'll actually be able to show you guys a little live demo here. We know how that all goes, right? So let's see here. I'll make it big on the screen. Boom. Okay. So does anyone have a prompt for an image they want to see? Something they want to.
Lady in red.
I'd like to see a couple of weasels playing badminton wearing tutus.
Couple of weasels. Yeah, playing badminton.
Wearing tutus.
Wearing tutus. I don't even know how to spell that. Let's see here.
Tutus. Oh,
Let's see. Let's see if it likes the fact that I'm spelling things wrong. Boom. A couple of weasels didn't quite get
I
the
don't know about
weasel
the
part.
weasels.
But you guys could see. Mainly that was my prompt issue there. So, that
was very fast.
very fast, right? So,
It was very fast, but it didn't fit the prompt.
right, yeah. Well, that's
We're
my
gonna talk about that.
my own spelling, right? So,
Do you have a free model that we could test, or we have to pay for it before even playing around with it, or?
yeah, on our website on prodia.com, there's a model explorer that you can go in there and explore all of the different models we have. Just from generation to text to image, all of that good stuff. Any kind of edits you want, but here I'm just generating images. Really, as quick as the page can respond, right? So we're instant generation.
Can I put you to the test right now? Can you grab my logo and spin it?
Oh, I can't. After the talk, I
I was
definitely
gonna say let's wait until after.
yeah. But I definitely want to experiment with that.
Yeah, we can do like custom demos for you guys afterwards.
So one of our we've been in talks with one of the largest e-commerce platforms around, and they have this issue where their customers are loading. This would be like a product image, right? For sale on their listing. We know that, and the data shows that when the product is properly photographed with a nice white background, that the images will convert. It'll convert much faster, right? So let's see. Minimalist. So we're going to put it with a minimalist studio lighting, and then we also want to remove the hand. So this is about 1.7 seconds for our Quen. Boom.
Yeah.
So just as simple as that. Another use case that we see quite often is you'll see like this bag of potato chips. They maybe want to reuse the product image that's really nicely photographed, but change some of the other aspects of it. We have the fastest background removal. And it's really, really good at these complex issues where there's color, the similar color as the background in the product image. So that was in about 10 milliseconds to generate that.
What is the technical reason to have such fast execution?
Yeah. So for one of our customers, Lovable, for example, all of the generative inference that's within all of the apps that Lovable has generated through Prodia, right? If the app needs to generate 10 or 15 images or even 50 images and they take 3 to 5 seconds each, that can add a lot of time to the overall experience that end user has. And so by having it render as quickly as possible, it gives that really dynamic experience that we all are kind of coming to expect in this day and age, especially when you're talking about large volumes. That's where the speed really matters. I was trying to do the same thing here on Adobe, which is how a lot of background removals are done still today. And the results are quite, this is really the best background removal. Huh? Yeah.
Is that Adobe Express?
Yeah. It's bad and slow. Yeah, exactly. It wasn't even working for me. So anyways.
Let me guess, how are you so fast?
Yeah, it's pretty complicated technical stuff that I'm probably not too knowledgeable about, but it's around moving data around and optimizing the way that the model ingests the data.
Do you guys also generate infographics?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay. So
Mhm.
that was another case where I found not many LLMs do it rightly. GPT. I tried
Oh, yeah.
GPT and Gemini. The use case was like I had like a bunch of stuff on my pitch deck for one slide. I wanted it to like be more interactive or be more visual.
Be happy to talk through that use case as well. So
Why isn't Amazon or eBay or even Craigslist using this?
we're working on it. Good question.
So they are in talks with a large e-commerce company that would want to use this. And you might have mentioned one of those e-commerce companies. So.
Exactly. Yes.
Can I integrate this with Comfy UI?
Comfy, if with an API, we should be able to. Yeah, be happy to talk about that.
What editing tools can you edit the API? Do you have in painting, for example? You have the camera angles.
You can do, all of that, all of those things. With the API call, just about how you set up the prompt. And then, of course, the model selection will matter as well. So we have a number of models that we've optimized in these similar ways for speed and performance. And that's what one of our expertise is, helping with that model selection and the prompting.
In the context that you're using it here, what is the definition of model?
Yeah, so that would be like Flux would be a model. Fluxional would be a model, or Nano Banana would be a model. So those are the generative models, many of which we run on our hardware.
Got it.
Mm-hmm. Any other questions? That's, I think, really what I wanted to show. Yeah.
How do you change the background? You can do the background too. Replace the background.
Yeah. So here we could take it. Let's go talk to an image. And then what would you want to do, like for this chip background?
Like flames behind it.
Should work. Oh,
There you go.
Damn.
Wow.
yeah. So it's about 1.7 seconds with our Quen.
Sorry, too slow.
Yeah, it's 4 times faster and 4 times cheaper than Nano Banana.
It's like something you would see like in a advertisement at like a liquor store.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Buy 2 chips for $10.
The Taki special.
Yep.
Are
Yes.
you compromising at all on quality?
Imperceptibly. So if any at all, yeah. That's one of our most important priorities, is to deliver the speed without sacrificing quality. And if we do it all, it's imperceptible.
But then, sorry, why, if this is cheaper and faster than Nano Banana, why would anybody go to Nano Banana?
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, Nano Banana is an extremely good model, right? So a lot of times it's just around knowing what models are good for what specific tasks. And Nano Banana is a great generalist kind of model. Our Quen is just about as good, but a lot faster and cheaper. So for that, like where the quality isn't quite as important, but yet rendering the results is there, then that's where we excel.
Can you say more about quality? Where exactly is it? Is it in the resolution? Is it on like background changes? What specifically?
Yeah, it depending on the content of it, the image itself. Some are better at, Nano Banana is really good with faces and with people. And so that's where you might see a little difference in quality is with Quen, kind of rendering, making sure the faces are as consistent as possible. And then also text is another issue that a lot of the models have difficulty with. And so, Nano Banana is excellent. Quen might have a little more difficulty with that. But yeah, there's other solutions around text and stuff.
Can you make the fire move like it's real fire instead of just a picture?
Yeah, we definitely could do that. That would be not with this demo. I don't have the video models plugged into it. But yeah, we could do like a.
And it would take
Save
much
it
more.
up.
And it would take some time if we have like 30 seconds or whatever. But I did generate an image here, an actual lifestyle image, using Prodia, using our Flux Context, which is one of our best models. And
You can just play it. Yeah, just play it.
just play it.
Yeah,
Okay.
we can just jump right into it.
And we had our friends here at Newport do some cool stuff with it. So let's see.
It's gonna request access.
I don't know.
Permission. I didn't think I
Let me
did.
switch. Let's
Yeah.
switch computers and we'll just jump. Did you have anything?
No,
Any other questions for Prodia?
Do you guys own any hardware infrastructure?
we do. Yeah. We have. We do actually have some B200s and stuff.
Mhm.
Thank you
I guess
guys.
that would contribute to the speed.
That's right. Thank you guys.
Awesome.
Yeah, let's give it up for Adam over at Prodia. Thank you very much. Make sure my microphone's still on. And then obviously, yeah, like I was saying, guys, we want to try and keep this as quick as possible. So sorry we couldn't dive into like all those live demos. But feel free to hang around afterwards. We'll have this room open. The event ends at 6, but we'll have it open for as long as we need to after that, as long as you guys are willing to hang out with us. So feel free to come up to Adam. Johnny Way was able to join us actually. So feel free to ask us any questions if you have any questions, or if you want to run any one-off demos, we have unlimited access, so we can make whatever you guys want. If you ask nicely, we might just download it and send it to you. Cool. So like we were saying, our friends over at Prodia
for the amazing demo.
Our friends over at Prodia created this image for us, and then we were able to create just a quick little video using our platform and our APIs, DreamAPI.
Thank you to Prodia for the amazing demo, Justin. The image generation speed is truly impressive. Now let us take it one step further and explore how those images can actually move, speak, and tell a story using Newport AI.
So sorry about the internet speed issues. However, yeah, that is a fully AI generated person. That person doesn't exist. Don't have to worry about likeness rights or copyright or anything like that. And we were able to generate that image just with a simple script. So to show you how we do that, we also have another demo video. We're in the business of digital presenters. So why listen to me when you can listen to our digital presenters?
Ready to create your own avatar? Here, you can generate a lifelike digital presenter in 3 simple ways. Start by selecting from our library of ready-to-use avatars, which designed to fit all kinds of use cases, from employee onboarding and learning content to marketing videos or social media posts. Prefer to use your own image? No problem. Upload your own or directly from your device to generate your personalized avatar instantly. Step 2, add your script and voice. Type in what you want your avatar to say, or simply upload a script. Choose from over 240 professional voices, or record your own fully branded experience. We support over 90 languages, so your message can reach a global audience. Already have a video and just want to translate it? Upload your file, choose the target language, and click Generate. Your localized video will be ready in minutes.
So sorry about the sound again.
Sorry about it's a bad cable.
Yeah, I apologize. But so we essentially what we do is take over where Prodia leaves off. So if you are generating content using Prodia and you want to take it to, and you want to add motion, add emotion, add personality to that image, that's where we would be able to take over. So one last video, and then we can show you some of this in action.
I can speak in English and hundreds of languages and accents. What other languages you want to try? Puedo hablar español y en cientos de otros idiomas y
Anyone speak
acentos.
Spanish here?
¿Qué otros idiomas quieres probar?
What do you think?
Les français ainsi que des centaines d'autres langues et accents. Quelles autres langues veux-tu
French?
essayer? I can speak in English and hundreds of languages and accents. What other languages you want to try? Merry Christmas! Hope your holiday is full of cozy vibes, sweet treats, moments that make you smile. Enjoy every sparkle of the season.
So all of the avatars that you saw just there as well, those are all, AI generated avatars. Those people don't exist. And really where we stand out in the space primarily is around our lip sync function. So we have the highest quality lip sync. We are in the process of getting our lip sync listed on artificial analysis, but they have their own ways of doing things. But our lip sync is really the highest quality in the game, along with our image to video capabilities and our translation functions. I don't know if you saw, but we leverage 11 Labs and we have integrations with 11 Labs if you guys are generating audio. But I really quickly just wanted to show you our Dream Studio platform. So this is our purpose-built platform for content creators, for marketing teams, for enterprise teams that need to generate a large amount of content across the entire team. So we do enable cloud storage and cross-share collaboration, and everything that is uploaded into this platform as far as brand and IP information is stored securely in this platform, able to be shared across the entire organization. Just to highlight a few key features that we do offer, similar to Prodia in some ways, just not as fast. We do offer avatar video generation. It's our number one. It's our biggest use case in the moment right here. We offer avatar generation both through image and through video. So if you have a video and you want to use that, or if you just only have an image like a headshot available, we can generate that. We also have publicly available avatars as well. So these are the ones we're constantly updating them, constantly generating more avatars, and these are tested by our product team for accuracy and stability across multiple generations. So no matter what you're generating with this, you're not going to get hallucinations, you're not going to get artifacts. They've all been vetted. And then also, obviously, our personalized avatars. As you can see, I do a lot of demos where I need to be in a suit. So that's kind of where a lot of our content, and then also some customization features as far as what style of video or what size of video you're interested in.
So these are real people that have been animated.
Yeah, actually, so these ones down here, this is just me. And this is a person that I was chatting with. This guy's actually not real. I actually just made him right before this just to play around with it. And then we do support 1080p resolution. We don't support 4K yet. We're working on it. We will get there eventually. We're just not quite there yet. If you guys do need that, let us know. And then you just go ahead and enter in your script. Again, you could either upload audio, you could record directly from your device, or you could just type in a script. We also have ChatGPT integrations. So if you don't want to type a script and you just want it to type the script for you, you could just add that directly in there. Voice cloning, again, lots of publicly available voices through 11 Labs and through our own proprietary text-to-speech software in a variety of languages as well. Accents, genders, ages, all that. And we also do voice cloning as well. So if you do have an audio recording of your voice, or if you do want to make a clone of your voice, we can go ahead and generate that for you directly in our platform. All of these models that I'm showing you, they're all developed directly through Newport AI. We don't leverage any other models except for Flux for image generation and WAN 2.0 for video generation. So when you do, yep.
Can you guys do it like for cops, with children that are kidnapped, do age generation where it make them look older, how they would look like, years from now?
Yeah, I wouldn't trust that for like a legal proceeding, but we do have that availability. Yeah. So I don't know exactly. I'm sure there are some, governances around that field of like, hey, who can do it? What can you do it? Maybe they don't even allow AI to do that yet. But we do have the ability to age up people, age down people, colorize photos, all that stuff.
Does the video have the capability where you can use multiple avatars?
One more time?
Can you actually create multiple avatars and have them in the video, or is just one avatar?
Yeah. So just to jump ahead a little bit, let me close out of this. But when you do go into our create function, we do have the ability to create anything you want, similar to what Prodia would do, what Runway, what anything like that. We have all those features available, again, through our own or through WAN 2.0. And you could just, text to image, say, want a guy in a suit. I would recommend adding more detail than that, but, you can go ahead and generate that. And just for your own, you were asking about this gentleman right here that I generated. I generated right before this call, and here's the prompt, just, quick little video right here. So then once you have this video, you can upload it back into create a digital avatar with it. You own this video, you own this content. So if you did want to create a digital avatar, 1080p, using my voice, I have my voice saved here, upload your script, and then just generate that content. So very simplified, streamlined workflow for avatar generation, which is our number one use case for like internal comms, CEOs wanting to put out a message, marketing content where you just want to, hey, take the same video, repurpose it.
So you upload your own audio. You're not generating audio.
So no, we do have pre-built voices that you could leverage, but if you did want to like clone your voice, you can go ahead and clone your voice through our platform, or you can take an audio recording and sync it up with the lip sync function so that, the person in the video saying nothing, you have a pre-recorded script, you put them together, it looks like the person is saying what the script says. Yeah.
So the demo that impressed me the most was of the woman who was speaking in profile.
Oh yeah,
and because as I said, I've loved using what you got.
Right.
But the one place when I used it, where it crashed, is that if I uploaded a picture, say, of a weasel, and it was a straight headshot, it did wonderful.
Yeah.
But the moment it started to be going to the side, it didn't work so well.
Yeah.
And so, in terms of the question the other guy asked, I was envisioning two folks talking with each other, humans. They would both be in profile, and I'm wondering if that's something you have now solved, or you're working on it, or what the situation is.
I'm going to take that in two different pieces. So as far as the tilted to the side or any obstacles in front of the lips, that is something that we've really worked on to make sure that no matter what the position the person is, or if they move their hand in front of their face so you can't see their lips, it doesn't like transpose it, we can deal with those kinds of things. So that is something that we can deal with. And like I said, we have like the best quality on the market right now. As far as two-person lip syncing or multi-person lip syncing, that's not possible with us or with any lip sync on the market right now. So far, if you find it, let me know. I'd love to see it. I have a lot of people asking for it. Like I said, we do a lot with our own AI models. So really, if we can get our customers 90% of the way there, and then they need to pull in, some other folks do like 11 Labs, do the voice or whatever, we're happy to play with them. We really, where we are as like a startup, is we just want to get people using our technology and get people comfortable with AI generating stuff using prompts. So that's just kind of the way it is right now. But everybody's asking for it, so you're not the only one. Let's see, where was I? So obviously avatar generation, fairly straightforward process with image or videos. If you do want to just take a photo like you were asking and make the flames move in the background or change any aspect of it, we do just straight image to video as well. So you can just upload any image in here, put in a script, and it'll automatically generate the motion for you. So it'll move, and it'll move in like a natural way. Let me see if I have an example of that.
Make the guy's hair on fire. Put the guy's hair on fire.
It'll take a long time to
If you
generate.
took a penny,
I can definitely do that.
you doubled it every single day. At the end of 30 days, you would have $5 million in the.
So that's just it was from an image, added a little bit of subtle motion to it, and then I ripped the audio from a podcast that gentleman did. So again, just adding some natural realistic motion. What else do we have? Anyway, so as you can see, there's quite a lot that can be done. And then one of our more popular ones as well is our video translate function. I know some of you folks were interested in that. But again, translate into a multitude of languages from a multitude of languages. We're constantly updating these. These are the ones that we're confident in and ready to go to production with. But check back every month. We always add one or two every month or so. And then we also have the option to add that translation with our high quality lip sync as well to really kind of put all those pieces together. So I know we kind of handle a lot, but is there any other questions? Anything else you guys want to see?
Just a question. Do you plan to make it conversational at all?
That's a great question, actually. Let me jump into two that you just reminded me of one more thing that I wanted to highlight as well. So we do package all of this as APIs. If you guys are developers and you just want to use one or two, you don't want to use the whole platform, we can talk to you about APIs. I know somebody was mentioning like an e-commerce use case. We do virtual try-ons for clothing, so instantly swapping between that. Just wanted to highlight that really quickly because we don't really have a demo for it. And then as far as the live chat or the conversational agent, would this be something that you're talking a little bit about where you can integrate it in with a chat bot and have that real-time response? Yeah, so we do have that capability. We actually have a demo just right here on our website. What's up?
Is anybody using it to do that?
Yeah, so we do have a couple of folks that are using it. It's a very new product, so we are working with partners to help us test it. Essentially, it's in beta. That's why I wasn't highlighting it during this call. But since you asked, more than happy to show it to you.
No judgment. It looks amazing. Everything you're doing. Just a question.
Thank you very much. And it looks like our team is testing her right now, so she's a little busy. But yeah, so essentially creating experiences that look and sound like this. Tell me a little bit more about yourself. Oops. Tell me about yourself.
Friendly AI.
There we go.
I hear sharing information. Chat.
Yeah, she's not working very well on this Wi-Fi. I apologize. Yeah,
cable's bad too.
Exactly. That's what the problem with live demos with new technology, right? But we are working on it, and we do. So if you are interested in that, we can chat.
Mostly curious, and then wondering, what the business model would be if you were enabling like an avatar to do live chat. Is it just like one and done by the avatar, or is it an ongoing service? Chats.
Yeah, it's per minute essentially. So kind of like a telecom. So basically, what we're trying to do right now, just to let you guys in on the back end, is we're trying to figure out ways to lower costs. That's why it's not like public right now. We're not allowing people public access to it, is just because we're trying to figure out a way of like, hey, if the person's talking and she's not talking, do we charge for that? If she's listening to the person talk, do we charge for that? If the person forgets to close it, do we charge for that? So it's all kind of up in the air, but that's why we're working with like these design partners to kind of figure out, hey, what's the best way to move this forward so that they get the quality they're looking for. We're not compromising on the quality they want, but we're also getting a price that can keep us sustainable. So, and there's a lot of other companies that do it too that we're, for lack of a better term, actively competing against. And a lot of those companies are, there's a lot of hidden fees when it comes down to it. So we're trying to stay away from hidden fees, and we're trying to say, hey, what we tell you is the amount you're going to pay. It's not going to go up on you 2 months from now. Take with that what you will.
Also, what's the duration of the video, the maximum duration?
For our pre-rendered videos, so 4 seconds with our proprietary AI models, and then 5 seconds for WAN 2.1, I believe. Yeah. And then for our lip sync function, we employ a reverse playback feature. So if the audio extends past the length of the video, we'll take the last frame and then play it backwards so that it gives the idea of verisimilitude or realism. But what we tell people is if you go into our Dream Studio and you go into the AI video, we have this image to video platform where you can put the start frame and the end frame. So once you generate content using that, take the last frame of the content you just generated, use that as the start frame, and then you can just generate it. It'll look, and then when you stitch that all together, it'll look cohesive in one coherent.
Right, because the avatar can be reused.
Exactly. Yeah. So let the avatar play for 8 seconds, then put in another clip, let that play for 8 seconds, put in another clip. So that way it's not the same motion over and over again. And that's actually like a perfect segue into how we wanted to kind of wrap this up. We'll try. I know we're getting late. We'll try and make it as quick as possible. But what we find, so obviously our APIs, if you guys are interested, take a look at our APIs. But really what we find with a lot of our customers is exactly what we're discussing with you and what you discussed with Adam as well, is how do you get the results that you're looking for? How do you prompt correctly? So Jonathan's going to go a little bit into that.
Hi, my name is Jonathan. And then because I've been here all day. But yeah, to segue to that for length of videos. So right now, Sora, OpenAI, the longest you can do is 60 seconds. I think Gemini is 20 seconds. And most people, if you're creating like a runway is 20 seconds, Gemini is 30 seconds.
I think Kling is 20.
Yeah. So when you see these full like films that they're making, like 5, 10, 30-minute films, it takes a long time to make that because they're piecing things together and then referencing the last frame and then building again. And then you're re-referencing. So that's kind of one of the points I'm going to talk to you about. What is prompt engineering? It's the art of designing effective prompts, right? So you have to tell the AI model, whichever one you're using, which if it's ours or another one, you have to tell it what you want, right? If I say, make me a picture of a car, well, what kind of car? A Ford, a Ferrari, a Chevrolet, a truck, a sedan. You have to be very specific. Yeah. So no examples would be like text to image, text to video. That's like a 0 shot. And then you go into a few shot. Here's a picture of a red Ferrari. Turn this into a video of going down a street. Well, what kind of street? Is it snowing? Is it raining? Is it in Southern California? Is it in New York? You have to be very specific. And I think a lot of people, when they create something on whatever platform, they go, oh, this thing sucks. It doesn't know what you want. You have to tell it. So,
like a child.
Like a child. So you have to be very clear when you prompt. And the more you prompt, the better results you get. So be specific, define the output structure, and I'll dive deeper on that, and then use delimiters. So I don't want it to be at night. It has to be a day shoot. So that's like a delimiter. I don't want any sound. Then you have to give examples. So the more examples you give it, so references, so you can add a video, a photo, things like that. Scenes. The more you give it, the better result. And even then, it might not be what you want. So you have to do a reiteration.
So the quotes and markdown are like keywords.
Tags, things like that.
Do you think prompt engineering is realistic to scale, or are we going to have to see applications that have, toggles with that list of questions you just went through?
I think a lot of apps, even some of the people that we work with, they do storyboards. So they'll prompt you to enter things. So that way they're giving you boxes to fill out. Whereas if you go and you're just doing it raw, you can use ChatGPT and say I want to create this image of a vehicle. This is a vehicle. Can you give me a prompt to create a 10-second video? And then it'll give you the actual prompt that you can input into whatever generation you're using.
Yeah.
So on that note, will your AI say, give me criteria to fill out?
No.
Yeah. So a couple of things just on that topic. First off, when I create anything from text to image or text to video, my first step is to go into ChatGPT. ChatGPT is really bad at generating the videos and images, but it's really good at giving you the prompts to generate the videos and images that you want.
Yeah.
So that's why, if you notice in our Dream Studio, we actually have a ChatGPT integration that says, hey, type in what you want into ChatGPT, and then we'll make the prompt for you. And that's kind of the direction a lot of these companies are going, is how do we make prompting as simple as possible? So, whether it's prompt enhancement, so you enter a prompt and then it doesn't even tell you, it just goes in the back end and makes it better and then shoots you out what the response was. So, or storyboarding.
So there's a lot of models that are doing these kind of things. But then, then it's like you can lose control, because then it's like you're putting yourself in the box of like, this is what it's going to create, versus I want to create something raw, and then like you make something, and like everyone's worked in some form of generative AI. You know, you generate your image, and then you turn the image into a moving character, and then you make a scene, and then you merge them together, and then you might make a sound on Suno, and then you create. It's like it's constant building, and that's how you get a better model. Let's see. So this is just an example of how you can structure a great AI image prompt. So what's your focus? Aesthetic. So choosing a visual look of like, what kind? Do you want a 4K look? Do you want a 1080 look? We have an example of Ghibli painting, photorealistic, cyberpunk background. And then you can go into the next step I'm going to go deeper in is camera framing. And then obviously lighting, mood, nighttime, daytime, and then also the extras and constraints, right? So you have to limit, what precision that you want the output to be. So you can be like, I want an ultra sharp 1080 photorealistic DSLR camera, things like that.
Do you use ChatGPT for both image and video prompts?
Sometimes, yeah. Once you start getting familiar, like doing it so much, like you start like, knowing exactly what to tell it. And sometimes you just get lazy and just like do like, I want to see what it gives me.
Yeah.
And then you're like, okay, like put the image back in and be like, okay, I want this guy in a red suit, things like that. And you start manipulating.
It's like a trial and error thing you keep doing.
It's always that way. Yeah.
And luckily with the cost to generate, you can try a lot of times before, you equal the cost of what you would do.
So this is an example. I put a picture of Elon Musk and I put prompt, sits in chair in Tokyo. So it just sits in Tokyo, but that background could be San Francisco, New York. But then a good prompt is like the man, it's referring to the reference photo because I put the reference photo into the generative AI. Man sitting on a wooden chair with his legs crossed, the scene neon lit, an alley in Tokyo, cinematic wide shot, place individual in the middle of the street as he looks at people walking by, soft rain falling, reflections on the ground, make the generated image realistic and cinematic 4K quality. And then it gave me this output. So this is like very specific, and it was kind of what I was looking for, right? So this is, very like, generic, and it can give me a bunch of things. This is more, very detailed. So like I put this into ChatGPT and say, give me a prompt, and I want to put a man, I don't have to say whatever, a character, and I just gave it a picture of actual like a night in Tokyo like this. So write me a prompt so I can enter any reference photo, and then it ChatGPT spat this back out to me, and then I entered this photo with the prompt, and it gave me that. And then one big thing that people forget is actually like you're making things in terms of photography, cinematography. A lot of people are not familiar with shots in terms of recording. So like these are just the basics, right? Like a bokeh shot. You see a Dutch angle, which can be, underneath, cinematic frame, a close-up. So you have, wide, medium, tight, and then you have, like over the shoulder. So sometimes people want this kind of image. So you have to tell the generative AI platform you're using, I want a depth of field shot, with some bokeh in it, and it goes back to an over the shoulder. Doing these kind of things in your prompting will give you a more, professional looking output. Any questions?
I have a friend who does videos of elderly people, like legacy films.
Yeah.
Can you just take a few pictures of a person? Let's say the person already passed away, and just grab a couple pictures and create a video out of that?
Yeah, so you can take depending on what you want to make it. You just want a remembrance video?
Yeah.
It depends. Like, so if you just give me 3 images, it's just going to be that person like walking through a park. But like, if you want like popular right now is these like, they're kind of like lifetime videos. So they'll take a picture of that person, the elderly person when they're a child, one where they're like 13, one when they're like 20, 30, different lifetime, like. And then we can create a lifetime video where it shows them progressively, growing and then getting to the last photo, like the last photo of them went before they passed.
And you could have them talking, so if you submit a text.
You could, there's like, kind of like this, sometimes they don't want to add the talking portion because then it's kind of like, I don't know.
Yeah, we run into just people being uncomfortable, especially with the technology being so new and like it being their loved ones. You don't want to like clone their voice.
Yeah.
After they passed. So.
Yeah, it's like
we can do it. It's just, do they want that?
Yeah.
Another question which I had was like when you actually give a option to use your own voice, is there any legal related stuff?
You own everything you create in our platform. So if you clone your voice, you own that recording. If you make a digital avatar yourself, you own that digital
But
avatar.
my voice can't be used by anybody else.
We don't train on it.
Yeah, we don't train on it.
And everything is locked up pretty tight.
Yeah, and there's that kind of thing right now. Like, every platform you use, like if I were to use, I can't use your image to generate something without your consent. Like I could, but I can get in trouble for it. You know what I mean? And then if I start making money on it, it's same rules apply in terms of like, I can't use Tom Cruise's face and then put it on my billboard because I'm generating money on his behalf. So,
and just to give you an idea on the back end, like we don't use anybody's likeness in our platform to generate content unless we get explicit consent from them.
So if you're doing if I go to your API and I'm doing text to video or image to video, are you behind the scenes using Sora or Veo or any one of those, or are you just you're competing with them?
Yeah,
you have your own one.
So they're all ours. Yeah, except for WAN and Flux.
Yeah.
They're all yours.
Yeah.
And then you get to a point where it's like, some of these models, like that you mentioned, they're really good, but at the end of the day, like I can give you the best pastels, the best brushes, and it's all behind the painter, right? I can do almost the same things I can do in Sora on our platform. Again, I'm the artist, I'm the prompt engineer, and I can manipulate it. So then it comes to the sense of like, you can be on the best platform because you think that's the best, but it might take me some time. Like all these people that you see creating things, it's not like they just like put a picture and they do it in like 20 minutes. It takes hours to create something that's like really, really good. So sometimes you see and they say, I made it in Sora or whatever application, but it didn't take them like, it took them a day's worth of work to really put something out that you see online. And then this is just, things to avoid, be specific, set constraints, and then choose different styles to brand. So, and I think someone had a marketing question or like working in marketing branding, right? Someone was talking about marketing. So like, once you pick your style and you kind of get what you want out of it, then you have a basis to like go off of. So you can always use that one generated image or that reference photo, and you can just keep recreating. Then it makes your process. So once you start creating a lot, this is what I use when I do branding videos. This is what I use when I do image. So the better you get at it, the better you brand yourself and the easier your prompting gets.
One question, isn't the style specific to the model though, the way the style looks, the style description in that you picked in the prompt itself? Like different models have different prompting needs, and some of them take tags, some of them take descriptions, and even so, the way the concepts are represented in the model is different. So how do you propose to go about that? Like how should we go about that?
Yeah, so like you said, like we don't support 4K right now. So if you want 4K, you'd have to go to a model that supports 4K. But it's all in, an image, you would just try it out, see what it gives you. And if it fits your needs, then you use it. So like that's why 11 Labs is so big, because the need is sound, and that's why we integrated. So like if you go to another platform, like your image might be really great, but then your voice is no good. So that you take that and you put it into another platform. So that's why we embedded 11 Labs, so it makes it much easier. And then our own models, we've trained them to the point where we figured out the sound, and then we have a lip sync. So now it's a bit more like cohesive, like relationship between the two different prompts.
Yeah, for example, our API for lip sync, a lot of folks just come to us just for that API, just to say, hey, we got the audio, we got the video, we got everything else figured out. We're just not happy with the lip sync we have right now. So
and the lip sync takes in a video and an audio file.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you can also take an audio file. So like if I record you, right, and like you're outside, I can take that audio file and input it and then put it on a photo of you or a different model.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have to be something like you just recorded. It could be something that you already have.
I'm sorry, I just didn't remember that. So with the lip sync, do you also get hand gestures or movement of the arms?
No.
So the process would be you would take a video that already has that, or you would take an image and add the motion to it, and then you would add the lip sync, and then you would add the audio.
The easiest way that like or use case that we see is that let's say you want to make a repetitive video. We see this a lot with some of our customers where I record, let's say I'm an influencer and I'm recording myself talking for like 1 minute, right? On Instagram. I already have the motion because it's a real video and it's a real sound. I will take that video into the platform. My voice is already cloned in the system. And then I can change the message repeatedly. The next day I can put out a new video talking about something else. It's the same video, but now my lips are syncing to the new text that I entered. So maybe today I'm talking about health. Tomorrow I'm talking about business, whatever it is. And then you can translate. And I can translate it. So now if my markets are like, China or Spain, now I can put out 3 videos on 3 different platforms and I don't have to redo everything.
What's the cost of that about?
So we have everything's transparent on our website. So if you go to our website and then you go to API pricing, it'll give you like, so this is like our basic, trial, like, $30 for 4,000 credits. And then you can go in here and depending on, what you're doing, you can see. So we're really transparent on like what we're charging you. And then you can like go and play around with it. So usually, you can, if you're making like minute videos, you can make, it depends like how, like what you're doing. Are you doing?
I'm just curious.
Yeah. So it's very dependent like on, but this is like the bait, like if you just $30 for 4,000 credits.
So for example, for video lip sync, it's 1 credit is 1 second. So 1 credit is 0.75 cents per second.
Yeah. And then you'll get 500 free.
Less than 1 cent per second.
Yeah. And then today, if you just come up to any of us, we'll give you like 500 free credit today.
Just scan the QR code.
On the flyers here.
To answer your previous question, you asked, is it possible for lip sync to generate the gestures or motion of the body?
Yeah, just more curious, like what, like if
Yeah.
you're talking about an influencer.
Yeah, we do have a model available with API called DreamAPI 3.0 Fast, which will generate the gesture according to your content, your audio content.
But it seems like even the lip syncing then is less than $1 for a minute video.
Oh yeah.
So this,
Like 50 cents or something.
Yeah. So this lip syncing only does on the lip sync. But we have another model called DreamAPI 3.0 Fast, this is actually a model, we call it audio to video, which means it generates the video according to audio and apply the content into your image, into your portrait. So for example, if you upload, we tried, if you upload a photo, you're sitting in a car and you just mention that you're talking something and in the background sound, maybe there are some noises from the car passing by. So in the image, in the final video it's generated, you will see your car is moving.
Okay.
So this is a new model and it will give some gestures and motions onto the body parts, not only on the mouth.
Thank you very much. And do you put some kind of a watermark in the video so people know it's generated?
Currently, no, but I think there are some other tools for you to put marks because currently it's not a law, but according to what I know, some countries are implementing this law mandatorily, like China. Now in China, every single AI model generated content should be marked with a watermark. AI generated.
Okay, thank you.
But currently in the United States, I didn't see that.
And that's the thing too, is there's, thank you so much for joining us, everybody.
Yeah,
and I know there's like a million questions you guys can answer. So it might be just beneficial if we just, break right now and you can come up to us and just ask us if you have one-off use cases, if there's something that you really want to do and you just can't figure it out, whether it's with our tech or somebody else's, come up to us. We'll talk about it. Last thing that I wanted to highlight is please, connect with us on LinkedIn if you have any other questions. Just by attending this event, if you guys reach out to me on LinkedIn, I'll send you guys an invitation code for 500 credits. And then don't forget to connect with Adam. I'm sure he'll hook you guys up too if you got a free platform or something like that. And then lastly, top QR code, 500 free API credits if you're a developer. Get access to Dream Studio. That's the platform I demoed. Here's the API reference guide if you guys are developers. Follow us on LinkedIn, #Dream Studio, and our marketing team will send you 500 credits. So we're giving them away, guys. And then follow Prodia on LinkedIn. But thank you so much, everybody. It was really a pleasure to speak with you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Make sure you guys grab chips, grab soda on your way out. It's not going anywhere except to us. So. Plugged in. Thanks, man. What do you think? It's great. Not too bad.